that one or this one?
Good morning, everyone. Our statement of intent is, we are fortunate to have a variety of speakers for Sunday services. By using guest speakers, we gain wisdom from all those who share. This is a church where you can worship the God of your own understanding, a place to experience joy and be uplifted, a place where we can gain strength and inspiration to share with all we meet throughout the week. We invite you to join us in the celebration of life, to nourish your spirit, and to enjoy the company of kindred souls.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Carol. All right. So at this point, let us sing Let There Be Peace on Earth. You'll find the words on the white card if you need them, or you can find it in number 3 in the hymnal, Wings of Song.
The peace that was meant to be with God as Creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with me.
Thank you. Invocation, sir.
Today, let us reflect upon our heart and mind, opening to this ineffable, bright oneness that we all share. May we aspire to awaken. May we aspire to gain wisdom of ultimate reality. May we, as a congregation, as a group of spiritual practitioners, multiply our intention to become aware, to discover what has been beyond belief all along. May we all awaken in this lifetime. May we all bring great, compassionate wisdom and blessings to all beings by our own spiritual practice. Amen.
All right, so at this point we're singing
I'm the expression of infinite life.
I'm the Expression of Infinite Life, number 185 in Wings of Song. Michael, you want to come on up? Sing for us today. I'm going to put you to work today.
Singing with you.
Yes. You might sing this twice, sir.
I'm ready. Ever ensuing the ever unfolding expression of infinite life. I'm the ever renewing, the ever unfolding expression of infinite life. The expression of life, the expression of life, the expression of infinite life. I'm the ever renewing, the ever unfolding expression of infinite life. Play it again, Sam. I'm the ever renewing, the ever unfolding expression of infinite life. I'm the ever-renewing, the ever-unfolding expression of infinite life. Expression of life, the expression of life, the expression of infinite life. I'm the ever-renewing, the ever-unfolding
And feet,
expression
sometimes
of
stairs can bring worry.
infinite life.
As a retired physician, I've seen it in my patients, but I didn't truly understand it until I got older myself.
So,
So
as everyone
now
knows, my
I
name is
take
Sue Brewer,
Nervine.
and I'm the
Nervine
president of the Board
reduces
of
occasional nerve
Trustees.
discomfort.
And at this moment, I'm going to say Robert Aho and Michael Anderson are our co-speakers today, and they will be talking about awakening through sound energy. And I think we've done a little bit of sound energy already today, so let's keep up the momentum. Now, I have a long list of announcements. Number one, Unity Group, 6:30. Not quite sure what the book is on Monday. Number two, Abraham Group. They meet on Tuesdays at 6 o'clock. They open the door. The meeting is from 6:30 to 8. So if you want to come, they ask you to come in through the front door, and they meet in that room over there. The book they are reading is The Amazing Power of, I can't read my own handwriting, Deliberate Intent by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Big announcement for the day. Thank you to Robert, to Michael, and to Steve, our sound guy today. They did a beautiful job on the sidewalk downstairs. We were talking about that last week, how the big brick of concrete by the back door shoved up last year and made it almost nearly impossible to open the back door down there. And so these three got together. They dug up a bit the trench that goes alongside that, both sides of that slab, to figure out what was going on and what we had to do to fix it. And what was it?
It was all clogged up with heavy clay.
Clogged. We do have drainage there. It's already set in place, but it was clogged by clay that had come and washed its way down the hill into our drainage tubes. So that is something that we will keep an eye on in the future. But thank you so much for putting in the energy for that, because we really needed that cleared, because we don't want anything to happen to our door again. Now, the Sunday questions. If you are around for lunch and you want to stick around a little later and you want to get a little a thought process going on and answer some tough questions, there's the same ones from last week, but I guess a lot of people took off it before that was going on. So the two questions are, why are you here today? And the second one is, how do you go about forgiving your enemies, and what was the lesson that person provided for you? So if you want to contemplate that for a while and think about that, you can talk about it after, a little food in your stomach. Then the silent auction. Silent auction is still on. We're going to keep it going until we, like probably through to maybe even right before Christmas. So keep it in mind. There are a lot of wonderful items down there, so please put in your bids. And big. It's November. What happens in November? Thanksgiving. Guess what? We're having a potluck for Thanksgiving dinner. Always a good time with everybody, because, sometimes people just aren't going to travel for Thanksgiving, especially if it's like 3 feet of snow. So you can probably get here, but you may not want to travel long distances. But we will be having a Thanksgiving potluck. So we will put out some notes, paper downstairs, and you can sign up for what you're going to bring. And what happens in December? Christmas, yeah. Christmas happens in December. Now, I know that on the 21st, Barbara With will be speaking. She will be making a turkey. We will be thinking about that as a early Christmas dinner. However, I do know I'm not going anywhere for Christmas. Carol's not going anywhere for Christmas. And there are other people that are not going anywhere for Christmas. So on Christmas Day, we'll get together. We'll eat what we've got. And so whatever happens, I mean, we can always play some games or put together a puzzle or just sit and chat around, just, yeah, just like me. Now, what's that? Yeah, we might even get a good movie for those who want to hang out and watch a movie. We've done that before. So that's just keep that in the back of your mind. It's about over a month away, I know. Now, there are 2 dates today that I want to share with you. Today, November 9th, is National Chicken Sandwich Day. Just let you know. I got a big kick out of it. I also got a big kick out of reading the article and what different chicken places that serve chicken sandwiches, what they were offering as a discount on their chicken sandwich for today. And there were 10 of them. And number 11 was Chick-fil-A. And guess what? They're closed on Sunday. They're not doing anything. I just had to share that with you. Okay. And now tomorrow is a little more somber. Tomorrow is November 10. How many people remember what happened on November 10th 50 years ago? Edmund Fitzgerald. I had a junior high school classmate whose father was on the ship. So I remember it vividly because he was like in shock for days. So tomorrow is the 50th anniversary of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. There have been some events going on in town, but I'm sure there will be more tomorrow. Keep an eye out on that if you're very interested in that. I always like watching boats, come in and out of the harbor. So those are my 2 dates that I wanted to share with you today. And next week, it's going to be very interesting. Steve Plaza and Lisa Siri will be speaking. Their topic is God and global gobbledygook. Gobbledygook. Yeah. Now, Lisa has been called, she will be out of town on Sunday. She got called out of town unexpectedly. She's leaving this week. But we have Zoom. We can work it. So that's what's going to happen next week. And does anybody else have any other announcements or anything they want to share at this point? All right. So then, let's talk about our principles. They're on the white card. Let us read these together. We believe God is the eternal source and creator of all and is present in everything. Our eternal soul, endowed with free will, grows through many lifetimes. Communication occurs between the physical and spiritual worlds. Prayer and meditation strengthen our connection to the divine. All healing comes from Source. Seeking this for ourselves and compassion for others' suffering is the highest priority. Because we are all one, what we do unto others, we do unto ourselves. The choice of love is always open for every soul. Living these principles leads us to grow in divine love. So at this point, can I get someone to bring forward the healing bowl off that back table? And then, does anyone want to ring the singing bowl for us at all? No, okay, well, we'll skip the singing bowl part. All right, so does anybody have any prayer requests they'd like to share before we start praying over the bowl? Come on up, come on. Price is right. Come on up, the price is right. Oh. I'm being weird today.
So I would like to ask for prayers for Bill Schuler. His wife is Emily, and I know I had asked for prayers for Emily this summer. They are in their 80s and later 80s, and Bill's like 90. Kind of my last connection to my parents, and who are passed. And Bill is now struggling with an infection, a blood infection. So prayers for him.
All right. All right, so before we do, oh yeah, go ahead. So at this time, let us read the prayer for spiritual healing, also on the white card. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. We put our trust in the love and power of God. And at this time, we will sing the song in number 74, In the Silence, 74 in Wings of Song. We'll have a moment of silence, and then we'll begin with the healing meditation.
So, as part of the healing bowl, we meditate to bring benefit to all beings. May we be healthy, may we be happy, may we awaken. We expand this. This is part of a meditation. So look within. May we be happy, may we be healthy, may we awaken. We expand this to the whole world. May we be happy, may we be healthy, may we awaken. And the whole galaxy and the universe, may we be happy, may we be healthy, may we awaken. And the multiverse and what's beyond, things we don't even know about. There's so much we don't know about. May we be happy, may we be healthy, may we awaken. This is our intention, and we can practice this meditation every day. No matter where you are on the spiritual path, no matter what you believe, no matter who you are, this intention to bring great goodness. It's the same as this healing bowl here, and it's your own life. So let's just sit peacefully in that. Nice. Michael. There, oops, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Perfect. Hongol janol jinab janjam be magasar dambola. Ya janjo jinos drubne be ma jonas jasudrang. Kodu kadro mambo gorge ji jasu dag jubji. Jinjas lab cheer jasu so. Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Om Ma Hong Vajra Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Om Ma Hong Vajra Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Om Ma Hong Vajra Guru Pema Siddhi Hong. So that is the 7-line prayer in Tibetan. And it's a prayer to Padmasambhava, also known as Guru Rinpoche. And he is considered the second Buddha in Tibetan Buddhism. And he is all about energy and transforming. He is the one who brought the Vajrayana, also known as the Tantrayana, to Tibet. He brought it from Odhyana. And so it's at the heart of this subject we're talking about today, sound and energy and awakening. So very serious, very deep, profound, and the blessings when you sing that mantra are just profound. We've actually in our meditation group, our monthly meditation group, we've kind of touched upon that a little bit. So, repeat after me. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Oh, not good enough. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Now that's the important thing, the important stuff. When we talk about meditation, we're uncovering this natural joyfulness, this laughter. When you were saying good morning, it made you laugh. And I saw everybody smile and laugh. And that joyfulness, you didn't think about that first. That wasn't something that you said, well, wait a minute, what are we saying? Good morning. You didn't conceptualize, you didn't believe, you didn't think, you didn't intellectualize. You naturally expressed this joy. This is what happens when you begin to awaken, this joyfulness. It comes from sound. When you produce sound, you're not really thinking about, sort of assembling words, stumbling over words like I'm doing right now. You're not doing that. When you are singing, when you're producing this natural, innate energy, you're bringing forth this natural awareness that you already have. We're all sleeping Buddhas. We all have this enlightenment mind. This isn't something out there. This is something in here. We uncover this natural wisdom. So one of the things that, Michael and I, you might have overheard some of our conversations. We're talking about sound, and it's magical what it does. It connects with our spiritual well-being.
So, Robert, I have to be the devil's advocate here.
Yes.
We all have that potential. At the same time, we also have a lot of oppressed nature that limits our ability to really open up
Yes.
and to expand our life force, our vitality, our energy, our spirit.
Yes. Absolutely.
We all have that. At the same time, it's because it's so programmed to stop us from getting into that realm, that nirvana, that, excuse me for getting too psychobabblish, but connecting with that life force, that vitality, that potential within us. And how do we do that? How do we get there? How do we, first of all, recognize it? And how do we go beyond it? What catharsis do we have to be able to release that? Do we need to go into Nam Yoho Venga Kyo, excuse me. Nam Yoho, do we need to go into that? Yes, it does work, yes. Because first of all, we're breathing all the way down here. We're allowing that vibrational tone to be able to release that. And we actually feel that release because we're getting past that resistance. I ain't gonna go out there, I ain't gonna sing unless they sing. But even then, we're just go boop, 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 boop. When the potential is all there. This is the essence of what classical voice is,
Yes.
okay? It's all about learning how to breathe. It's all about learning how to open up and express yourself. It's empowering. There's a level of self-expression that we find it difficult to attain because we're so limited in our level of self-expression. And it's scary because we have had experiences when we've been free and open and to express ourselves in that way, like a kid on the playground. But something happened to the point where we had to shut that down, okay? That's really significant. It gets stuck in our physical body. It gets stuck in our emotional body, our intellectual body, because we haven't gained that sense of clarity.
Yeah, and that's what Michael and I have been talking about, is that you had mentioned finding your playground voice. Why do you find your playground voice? Because that wisdom was more manifested when you were first born, when you were a child. It gradually kind of got beaten out of you. You were told to behave, you're told to think this, think that. A rigid structure sort of arose, and
it becomes suppressed.
That's suppression. That suppression is what happened, and so we start to lose our natural awareness. We start to think that we're separate. Thinking that we're separate that's a big downfall, especially to a spiritual practitioner. I mean, it's a big downfall for everybody, but when we realize this oneness, that's when things start to blossom. Yes, go ahead.
To live in harmony with oneself, and it being in that place, having that level of enlightenment, whatever the hell that means, and to be able to see that clarity. Plato's parable of the cave talks about coming into the light and being able to see things as they really are, to feel this incredible connection, this harmony with all the all, that sense of wonder, that sense of openness, that pure potential.
My master, Namkhai Norbu, very famous spiritual practitioner, thousands and thousands of students worldwide, passed away a few years ago, as you may or may not know. He defined enlightenment, which, by the way, you can't define enlightenment. It's really not something you can define in a way that you can say, aha, there it is, I've got an object, now I'm going to keep that. That's not it. Enlightenment is that state beyond all obstacles. So we're talking about, just by being born, obstacles start to accumulate. And
It's part of our humanness.
Yep. So sound, that's releasing that. Just like when we were being a little goofy here saying good morning, we didn't think about it. We just had that natural joy, our heart and mind. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I say that every day.
Energy rising? You see the uplifting?
I say that to my dogs every day, and it just makes them all wiggly, and they're all just happy. You can hardly believe it. Another day is starting. And even the dogs have enlightenment mind. We're opening that natural condition with animals through sound.
Robert, is it true that our natural state of being is joy? That potential? That good morning to the world? Good morning to life?
It's, yes. Joyfulness is one of the characteristics of who we really are. When we open our heart and mind, it's a natural joyfulness. So, you know, we sort of think, okay, deep meditation, and you look at some of these spiritual practitioners in monasteries and sitting on top of mountains. Got to be real serious. Just, well, actually, when you meet these people, they laugh a lot. They laugh a lot. And this idea of being a really serious practitioner, that's an obstacle. We have to open our heart and mind. When we create an obstacle, another word for an obstacle is a demon. And we create our own demons. That's not something comes to us from outside. That's a blockage that we allow to block the light. When we laugh, that demon just gone. And so, you know,
we actually, excuse me for interrupting you.
Sorry.
You're doing all
go
the
ahead.
talking.
Sorry.
That's the way it feels to me anyway. Now I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh.
But that level of consciousness, being able to slip the surly bonds of earth, okay? That's our humanness that holds us back. We somehow find that place, that inner strength, that potential that's inside of us, to be able to get into that place. It's like a rocket ship going, whoa, out into the universe. And in our mind, in our silent lifting mind, we have an opportunity to get there, to go there.
Yes.
Through
yes, absolutely.
some of these practices.
And the practices are not, it doesn't have to be this or that or some other thing. It's what's most advantageous for you. What sounds actually help you? Because we all have this, there's a unique set of obstacles that we have to overcome. And we have to kind of try to get past that. We have to find a way to break things down. And I'm going to read a little something here from a Buddhist text in a little bit. But this bridges cultures. That's one of the things Michael and I were talking about. It's universal. These sounds, you don't have to belong to a specific sect or a religion or spiritual practice or anything like that. It bridges everything. It's a universal truth.
It's part of our humanness. It's part of that human potential. And it's part of how we break free from, again, those surly bonds of earth and get into that other level of consciousness. Okay? So often the vibrational tone. So often and I shouldn't say so often, it is the breath, because the breath is everything, which is the nature of classical voice, because this is how that incredible instrument of self-expression called the human voice, how it works. And we have this potential, we have this capacity, we have this power, this strength to express ourselves up to our potential. There's so much there. Sometimes we ask ourselves when we're talking, where the hell did that come from? It's because it's in there. We're able to feel free enough to go through this thought association process to get to the point of freeing that wisdom that we all have inside. And so often we don't feel safe enough. We haven't learned how to feel the confidence to break through that vulnerability, that sensitivity, and all the caps to that level of self-expression. But it's through some of these practices, and also the practice of singing, vocal expression, learning how the voice works, and really being able to express that just like Good morning is such, it's so cathartic.
Yeah, and just allowing that natural joy to flow, not taking yourself too seriously. If you're too rigid in your attitude, you'll never awaken. You'll never discover this light for yourself. And actually, the only way to discover that is through your own meditative practices, your own, how you deal with energy, how you go through life, paying attention to yourself, being present in that energy. That energy we generate with sound is the most with song, with voice. That's the most natural way that we can do this. And guess what? We are energy. We only think we're solid. We're not this solid, permanent thing that we think we are. We're in transition here. We're an energetic force.
We resonate with the rhythm of life, which is not what we think, because oftentimes we're disconnected with that. But it's the resonance with being in harmony with the flow of life, whatever the heck that means.
And oneness with that, understanding that we're both observing and participating at the same time. And that happens with our energetic interaction. So it's part of spiritual practice to pay attention to that energy, to really work with that energy.
To become attuned, to become at one with that vitality, that life force, that pure potentiality that we all have within. And in my belief, it's what we came in with. And it's what we continue to attempt to return to by emotional growth, by physical growth, by spiritual growth.
Right, and we will return to that whether we want to or not. That is, as you know, as I've explained before about death, we enter this energetic state again, and we enter it not with our physical body, but with a mental body. Okay, what do we do? Now, I wanted to bring up this point. When I've talked about my death experience in the past, I said I did mantras for 100 years. Okay, or what seemed like 100 years, very long lifetime. Just focused on mantras. And these were mantras that I utilized from past lifetimes. 100 years. Didn't remember who I was when I began that. I just had this little idea, and I used mantras to bring myself back into the physical realm. Because I was gone, as you recall, for an eternity in that bright, timeless luminosity. So these mantras were like taking little strands of my life before my death, and I came back. So you can very easily look at the power of that mantra. If it brings you back to life, it can bring you to awakening as well. And so this is something that seemed very obvious to me, and so Michael and I we've talked about it extensively, how important the sound is, the energy.
In awakening.
And awakening, yes.
Yeah, in awakening. Yeah. Time for a song?
Either that or my text. Which one do you want?
We'll go there.
Text. Okay, so when we first, Michael and I started talking about doing this talk, I didn't have this book, and I didn't have the text that I found here. This is an ancient Dzogchen Tantra that was translated from I believe it was from the language of Odiyana, which is where Padmasambhava came from, by Vairochana, and his master Sri Singha helped him with it. And then recently, 2019, Chris Wilkinson translated it into English. And just coincidentally, Chris posted a quote. He didn't know about my talk. From this book, page 180 and 181, regarding sound. And so he's aware that I'm doing this talk today, by the way. He's somebody that I've not met in person, but he does translations of all these different Tibetan texts that will get lost in time if somebody doesn't translate them. And now you can, this is a very hefty book, but it's not only about sound, it's really about oneness. It's really about how we are the same as God. God and us, we're the same. We only think we're separate, and that's our downfall. That's where we have a problem, when we think we're separate from this incredible, infinite awareness. And I've got to tell you, the contents of this are amazing. You don't read things like this in Buddhist texts ever. I've never seen anything like this before. This particular text was banned in the 11th century, but great spiritual practitioners kept it alive and kept it secret, and now you can order it on Amazon. This is just right in the middle of a chapter. And by the way, Dzogchen texts, there's something like 6 million Dzogchen texts, if you think about their scriptures. So, which is kind of strange to me because the teaching is actually extremely simple. It's just realizing your real nature. So anyhow, I will read this. O teacher of teachers, all creating king, your true nature is very hard to understand. But by using the sounds of the 4 kinds of teaching, I have understood. By using the sounds of this dominion, I have understood that there are no divisions. By using the sound of the sky, I have understood unobstructed clarity. By using the sounds of the elements, I have understood the heart essence of all things. I make it so that sentient beings are aware of the meanings in sounds. The awareness of this is an awareness of the creator of all things, who is very hard to understand. There is no teaching that says that there is anyone other than the creator of all things. Thus did he question him. Then the all-creating king spoke once again to the king of awareness. My true nature is difficult to understand. If you are aware of this, you will be aware of all the sutras of the Dharma, root and branch, and you will also be given the name King of Awareness. O King of Creation, creator of all things, Bodhicitta, your true nature is like this. This is reality. You are aware of the reality of the mind and wisdom. The true nature of this is that I see it like this. The uncomplicated sounds of our own minds are the sounds of reality. The unobstructed sounds of our own minds are the domain of the sky. The heart essence of our own mind is the sound of the elements. An individual conception of awareness is the mind of a sentient being. There is nothing other than the true nature of the mind. So the all-creating king is none other than the mind. That is what he said. So this text is unifying East and West. This is precious. This is amazing. It's miraculous because now it's bringing together these practices of meditation and chanting and mantras and bringing us closer to an understanding of the ineffable. So amazing.
And singing, of course.
And singing, yes. Would you like to sing next?
Okay.
Let me grab mine.
Again, this is an exercise into application. You know, what does that mean, and how do we incorporate that or bring it into the physical body, into the emotional body, into the intellectual body, into the spiritual body? mantras are incredible exercises, but it's also an exorcise or exorcism in casting out all those demons, all the resistance to potential, the resistance to our own uplifting, again, slipping the surly bonds of earth. So this is a song that Karen Carpenter sang many years ago. God rest her soul. You can imagine her beautiful, beautiful voice. Now I want to imagine that there is that beautiful voice, that bel canto within each one of us, that we have perhaps yet to really open up and free. So it has everything to do with the breath, breathing all the way into, like you're breathing lilacs. You can imagine lilacs. You're breathing into lilacs. You can feel that. How many of you remember Manfred the Wonder Dog? There you go. There you go. So when Manfred the Wonder Dog would get a bone, he would go, and then he would lift up into the air, and he would actually sublimate. Okay, sublimation in physics is when snow goes from a solid directly into a gas. Okay, and then in this case with Manfred, he would float back down. So we go, no. So that sublimation. So that journey into that element of ourself, as we continue to breathe into it and express it, remove it through the vibrational tone as a catharsis, to be able to get into a whole nother dimension of oneself, self-expression, self-esteem, and empowerment, self-efficacy. Okay? So there's a couple of words in here that I think are really important. One is, don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song. We're so filled with judgment. That's been a big part of my journey, is getting myself out of the way and realize how that I had learned to suppress, oppress it because it was a fear of being judged, fear that it wasn't good enough, fear of what other people are going to think. I had to get past that and get into really releasing it. And it's been quite a journey. And I acknowledge that journey and how challenging it is. And at the same time, how important that journey is in that level of expression, self-expression. That ability, that capacity to feel that strength and that power and to find that voice. And we're not talking about the little V voice, we're talking about the big V voice. It's that potential that is within each one of us to be who we are, feel empowered, and have that attunement with that higher self, but at the same time, that self in Jungian psychology is akin to the soul. It's your quintessential who you are, and it's understanding your connection with everybody else, with the all, with everything, with nature. There's such a beauty there. There's such a strength. There's such a humility there, okay? Which is not putting yourself down. It's being in that place and to walk in that place and have that knowing, that understanding, and to continue to exercise that with the breath, with meditation, with singing, and to exorcise or understand that those hindrances, that level of oppression that we've all experienced, we all have our own stories, and oftentimes we hold fast to it because we define ourselves in that way. Well, how's that been working for you, huh? So understand that that's part of our human nature, but at the same time, that human potential, that human spirit, that life force, that vitality, that strength that we have inside that we connect with here is really important. Too many words, Mike. I hear, yeah. I have this inner voice that says, too many words, Mike. You're talking too much. Another part of me says, yeah, but I love it. But anyway, thanks for listening. Now it's my turn to hear you. Okay, so let's start with a deep breath. Oh, there you go. Feel that release, that catharsis just in that. Breathing in all the way down into your lower abdominal area. Ah. And again. Ah. Now how about this? Good morning.
Good morning!
I'm sorry, I can't quite hear you.
Good morning!
All right, fantastic. There's a few of these out there. I hope you all are at least close to it anyway. Sing a song. Sing out loud, sing out strong. Sing of good things, not bad. Sing of happy, not sad. Sing a song, make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song. I gotta drop that key a little bit. Sing it with me. Sing a song. Sing out loud. Sing out strong. Sing of good things, not bad. Sing of happy, not sad. Sing a song. Make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song. Verse 2, sing a song. Let the world sing along. Sing of love there could be. Sing for you and for me. Sing a song. Make it simple to last the whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song. Just sing a song. One more. Just sing a song. So how was that experience? Did you feel the open up?
Joyful.
Did you feel the energy kind of release? Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's that life force, that vitality, that release, that catharsis, that breathing, and any type of a self-expression opens up, cleanses the physical body of all that, of our humanness, and it puts us into a whole nother level, our mind-expanding experience. We don't need drugs. We just got to use the breath and use the voice. In the form of mantras,
It's
the
the
same
best.
type of thing.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's better than any drugs or
Oh,
intoxicants.
absolutely.
No, it's leave that stuff away. Don't mess with that.
We find ourselves in a-
Meditation, mantras, song. Oh, so much better. so much better. So,
Make it simple to last your whole night long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear but you, because that's the important thing. Yeah, they talk about codependency. I wasn't going to go there.
that's a whole other day.
Well,
talk.
yeah, codependency is what other people think about me is more important than what I think about me. So anyway,
Yes. Okay. Let's finish up with the ultimate sound. I know we're running a little fast, or a little long. The Guru Yoga. This is the ah symbol in Tibetan, and this sound. What are we doing? We're opening our mouth and our eyes and our heart and our mind. Let's chant this simple syllable. This is the unification of all sounds. This is the unification of all profound teachings, all mantras, all empowerments and transmissions, whatever you receive from great spiritual masters, this unifies it. And so we can visualize our guru. That's unique to everybody. or we can simply open our heart and mind to the ineffable and experience this oneness in great simplicity. And let's do it that way. And really use your kind of push up on your diaphragm and sustain that and be aware of the sound as you make it. Being aware of sound opens your heart and mind. It helps you to awaken. So let's do that again. And without reifying, without subject or object, you unify with the ineffable beyond belief. Let's do that one more time. Do you feel that energy? Do you feel your heart and mind just opened? You are experiencing that great awareness, same as your guru. Same. It's the same. We are experiencing oneness of each other, the oneness of all that's beyond our belief and understanding. Thank you very much.
I'm not that tall. All right, so at this point, can I get some people bring forward the baskets for our offering? And can you get to play a little music for us, Carol?
And so, as we are all together now, and we feel our heart and our spirit, feel it. Take a deep breath right in now. That we are spirits of the universe. Spirits in light and love and peace and joy. And we share that with everyone here today. We are a oneness of spirit, always, forever. Peace, love, and joy. Thank you.
Thank you. Amen.
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 Can't forget that part, Jerry.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right, so we do have another hymn. I know we're running long, but music is what we're here about today. So let's sing another song. It's number 211, The Oneness. In 211 in Wings of Song. Come on up, Michael. Gotta work you.
Ah. nothing to fear. I now let go. There's nothing to fear. I now let go. There's nothing to fear. I now let go. I now let go. There's nothing to fear. I realize there's only one power. 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 I realize I'm one with the one. 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 I could do that.
In a minute. All right. So let's quickly stand up and read our affirmation. Michael will give us our benediction, and while he's doing that, we can get in our circle. But let's say our affirmation here. We totally accept the belief that God is in charge of the affairs and direction of Lake Superior Interfaith Community Church. As our thoughts of trust and joyful anticipation join in harmony with the thoughts of all members of this fellowship, we attract the right ministerial leadership and people to our spiritual community, and we are grateful. So benediction, and come on, let's make a circle while he's talking.
I realize I'm one with the one. My journey in life as a human being, as a life force, is to continue to become attuned to that potential that we all have inside, to find that connection with our sense of self, our soul, and the souls of all, the the universe, the one word, love. Amen.
Amen. You're not getting very far.
I'll be with you till we meet again. By his counsel's guide uphold you. On his love securely fold you. God be with you till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. Neath his wings protecting hide you. Daily manna still provide you. God be with you till we meet again.
Woo! Yeah. Oh, you guys are great. You guys were great.
But fun, huh?
We could have spoken for
Hours.
days and days. There's so much to this.
I know. I
It's simple,
understand.
too,
Yeah.
at the same time.
And the most important thing, I think, is for them to experience it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, and with
Without
something that
experience, it doesn't mean anything.
with something that they can do and they probably do every day
Yeah.
to a certain extent or not.
Yeah.
But they would probably sing a lot more if they realized.
When you realize what you're doing, then it's
Right, and we're able to get beyond the resistance,
Yep.
yes.
the self-judgment.
Exactly.